If you've been tossing and turning at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep seems so hard to come by these days, you're not alone. Millions of seniors silently struggle with sleepless nights. Some wake up every couple of hours, some take hours to fall asleep, and others wait before dawn, feeling drained before the day even begins. But what if I told you that relief could be as simple as reaching into your kitchen, taking a handful of nature's most powerful little sleep inducers, and letting your body do the rest? Yes, I'm talking about 5 incredible types of nuts, each backed by science, each loaded with compounds that soothe your nervous system, relax your muscles, and signal your brain that it's time to rest. And here is the part that surprises most people. One of these nuts is so powerful at calming the body that in clinical studies, participants fell asleep nearly twice as fast as before. So if you stick with me until the end, I'll tell you exactly what that nut is, how to eat it for maximum effect, and why it works better than a glass of warm milk for many people over 60. Now, before we get into the list, I want to paint you a picture. Imagine this. It's late evening, the air is calm, and you've just had your light dinner. You're sitting on your favorite chair, maybe reading a little or watching your favorite program. Normally, you'd be dreading the upcoming battle with a pillow. But tonight, you have a small bowl in front of you, a mix of these 5 special nuts. You eat them slowly, savoring the taste, letting their natural oils and nutrients work their magic. Within an hour, you feel your eyelids get heavier, your breathing deeper, your muscles softer. No tossing, no turning, just a gentle drift into deep, restorative sleep. That's not a fantasy. That's what can happen when you give your body exactly what it needs. The first nut I want to tell you about is one you might already have in your pantry, but perhaps you've never thought of it as a sleep aid. Almonds. They may look simple, but almonds are a powerhouse of magnesium, a mineral that's like a lullaby for your nervous system. As we age, our magnesium levels tend to drop, and that is a problem because magnesium plays a key role in regulating melatonin, the hormone your body produces to control your sleep-wake cycle. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can stay tense, your mind can stay alert, and even when you're tired, you can't quite shut down. A handful of raw almonds in the evening, about an hour before bed, can help relax your muscles, lower your blood pressure, and make it easier to slip into slumber. I had a viewer named Susan, 72, who told me she was skeptical at first. She tried almonds every night for a week and said it was like someone turned off the switch in my head around bedtime. By day 5, she wasn't just sleeping longer, she was waking up refreshed for the first time in years. The second nut is a little sweeter, a little softer, and just as powerful: walnuts. Now, walnuts don't just have magnesium, they also contain tryptophan, the amino acid your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. You might have heard of tryptophan in turkey, the reason people feel sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner. But walnuts deliver it in a way that's gentle on digestion, perfect for seniors who can't eat heavy meals at night. A small handful, about 7 walnut halves, can raise your body's natural melatonin levels within 30 to 60 minutes. I once worked with a retired teacher named Martin, who had spent nearly a decade battling insomnia. He tried herbal teas, white noise machines, even meditation apps, but nothing worked consistently. When I suggested walnuts, he laughed and said, "You mean the things I put in brownies?" But 2 weeks later, he called me, sounding amazed. "I'm out cold in 20 minutes, and I don't even remember falling asleep." The third nut is one you may have enjoyed during the holidays, but its sleep benefits are year-round: pistachios. These little green gems are among the richest natural sources of vitamin B6, which helps your body convert tryptophan into melatonin more efficiently. Without enough B6, your body might have all the raw materials for sleep, but not the tools to build the hormones you need. Pistachios are also lower in fat than many other nuts, making them lighter on the stomach, which is important if you tend to have digestive issues at night. Here's a little trick: don't buy the pre-shelled ones. Shelling them slowly as you eat them can be a calming. mindful ritual that signals your brain it's time to wind down. I remember Helen, 69, who told me that eating pistachios became her bedtime meditation. She'd sit at the kitchen table, crack them open one by one, and by the time her bowl was empty, her body felt heavy and ready for sleep. The fourth nut on our list is perhaps the most underrated when it comes to sleep: cashews. Cashews are creamy, satisfying, and high in zinc and magnesium, both of which are critical for healthy neurotransmitter function. But here's the surprising part: zinc plays a role in regulating GABA, the brain chemical that quiets down nerve activity and helps you relax. Without enough GABA, your mind can race at night, thinking about tomorrow's to-do list, old memories, or random worries. Cashews can help your brain hit the brakes on those thought spirals. There is also a touch of healthy fat in cashews. That keeps your blood sugar steady through the night important, because blood sugar dips can wake you up at 2 or 3 a.m. My neighbor James, 75, used to wake every night at exactly 2:14 a.m. and couldn't get back to sleep. One suggested a small portion of cashews an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, he told me, "I'm sleeping like my dog deep and without a care in the world." Now we come to the final nut, the one I teased at the start, the one that, in studies, help people fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. It's the humble but mighty hazelnut. Most people think of hazelnuts as something you get in chocolate spreads, but in their raw or lightly roasted form, they're a natural sedative for the nervous system. Hazelnuts are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and tryptophan, but they also contain compounds that may reduce cortisol, the stress hormone. That can keep you wired at night. In one small study, participants who ate hazelnuts in the evening reported falling asleep up to 35% faster. The effect was even more noticeable in older adults, whose natural melatonin production is lower. I had a client named Patricia who hadn't slept more than 4 hours a night in over a decade. She added hazelnuts to her evening snack routine, and within a month, she was sleeping a solid 6 to 7 hours. She said it felt like getting her life back. Here's the key: you don't have to eat all 5 nuts every single night, but creating a rotation or a small mix of 2 or 3 can give your body a variety of sleep-supporting nutrients. Just keep your total portion to about a small handful. Nuts are calorie dense, and you don't want to go to bed overly full. Pair them with a calming herbal tea like chamomile or valerian root, and you've got yourself a powerful, natural bedtime ritual. And here is something else seniors often overlook: sleep is not just about rest, it's about repair. While you sleep, your brain clears out waste proteins linked to memory loss. Your cells repair damage, and your immune system recharges. That is why getting enough deep sleep is one of the most powerful things you can do to stay sharp, healthy, and active as you age. These nuts don't just help you drift off, they help ensure your body spends more time in the restorative stages of sleep, the kind that truly heals you from the inside out. So tonight, instead of lying awake counting sheep, count almonds, walnuts, pistachios, cashews, and hazelnuts in your bowl. Eat them slowly, breathe deeply, and let nature do what it has done for centuries: rock you gently into the kind of sleep you've been longing for. And when you wake up in the morning, smiling at the thought that you slept through the night without a single toss or turn, you'll know that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful.